I've just come from Amanzimtoti. I cannot tell you what I feel like. There's a 240 million rand project waiting to come out the ground. And I can't do a thing because Etia are holding me up for my new Oxford. 350 jobs. Whilst we're fighting fights all around the world, whilst we're doing all kinds of things, South Africa is more worried about what votes they're getting than getting down to the business of running the country. That's right. I run my business at 68 years old every single day, every single night, every single Christmas, and every single weekend. The people in charge of this country are running around, scrambling to get us all to vote for them. But they've neglected us for a long time. And right now, they're neglecting Oxford in Amanzimtoti. And I don't understand why. One would think that a businessman desperate to grow his business, who invested everything he had in KZN, would be a prime candidate for nurturing and encouragement, to set an example for other businessmen. Please watch the next video. I'll tell you all about it. Well, good morning everybody. It's Brett Latimer here from Oxford Fresh Market. I'm out at Galleria. Opposite Galleria is a great big engine, and right next to the engine is a great big piece of land that currently looks like a wasteland that belongs to Oxford. We bought it 10 years ago. We've been unable to develop it over the last 10 years for various different reasons, from municipality to province to roads. It's unbelievable. The new South Africa, yep, there it is. There's a 200 million development waiting to come out the ground. And yeah, it's been held up for 8 solid months by Etia. Etia are the economic development arm of the government. They are the environmental arm of the government. They're the tourism arm of the government. The MEC is Duma. Dr. Dlamini issued us 8 months ago, after we had spent 12 million on this access road. Plans had been approved by the municipality. 8 months ago, Dlamini decided, under his MEC, to issue us with a compliance notice. At 24G, we were supposed to admit our guilt at destroying 20,000 square meters of coastal grassland. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 20,000 square meters of coastal grassland. We were incredulous, and I'll tell you why. We were incredulous because this is what remains of a golf driving range that was built in 2003. 2003. Yep, we only bought it in 2014. They've accused us of destroying coastal grassland. Oh my word. In 2003, there was bush here. It was cleared by the then owners. There were no laws surrounding environmental issues at that time, or none that would have stopped them from clearing the bush and the forest. That's not my responsibility. And it's not the responsibility of the previous owners. But Etia insist, Yugeshni from Etia, they insist that we're accountable. It carries a 10 million rand fine. A 10 million rand fine. Yeah, if we admit guilt. And why would I admit guilt for destroying coastal grassland? And they then changed it, by the way, on the telephone to the Premier, to Namusa. They changed it to, oh no, it was the forest. It was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. So from what I can see, as head of the ANC, MEC Duma, as the MEC for economic development, etc., he's held us back. He's accountable. He's in charge. He's the man we went to see. That's right. We were given 10 minutes. 10 minutes to discuss a 240 million rand project creating 350 jobs. permanent jobs. Not to mention the VAT payable to government of at least 6 million rand a month on our sales. Not to mention the PAYE of 350 employees. It's incredible. And this is Durban, guys. One of the most struggling cities in the country. We've got a port that's clogged. We've got people who don't do their jobs. I've had success from one human being only. One human being only in my plight. And the only person who came in and assisted me was, at the time, was Tabani Nyawozi. And subsequently, I met the Premier, who very kindly has intervened and done her best. She really has. And that's recent. She had not heard about it, but the minute she did hear about it, she contacted Etia and demanded explanations. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't have them yet. So that's one person for the journey. And at the end of the journey, the Premier. I don't know what to say to all of you, but there are 300,000 Oxford customers currently. This particular shop is going to be 4 times rather, the size of our Bluff store. It's going to serve a massive community on the south coast, the lower south coast, a massive community. And I don't know if it ever will. I don't know if it ever will. Because for me to hold this as one 68-year-old man, from the time I bought it, when I was 58, to hold it for 10 years has been agony. To watch this engine, which is one of the busiest in the province by a country mile, pumping away, to watch the 50,000 cars going past that intersection a day, to know that Galleria is absolutely flying and Oxford's being held back in a country that's on its knees financially. On its knees. We all know South Africa's on its knees. We're fighting other fights around the world. But what are we fighting here? Are we fighting against poverty? Are we getting economic development? How many property owners are there in Durban that are prepared to invest 240 million? Individuals. Let's not talk about companies, because there aren't any of those either. As far as I know, I'm the only person stupid enough to be trying to do this. But I'm a South African. I'm a Durbanite. And when I sold Cambridge for an absolute fortune, I reinvested in KZN like an idiot. I reinvested straight back in. But what do you get for it? The mayor doesn't care. The councillors don't care. The city doesn't really care, apart from Nyawozi. Etia doesn't care. But on our boundaries here, there are people who are starving. On our boundaries in this region, there are people within KwaMakuta, the hinterland, who are taking absolute strain. So ladies and gentlemen, you make your minds up, please. Please tell me what you think we should do. What should Oxford do? Should we abandon the project? Or should we come to Amanzimtoti and give the people what they deserve, which is jobs, fresh food, low prices, great service, accessibility, a taxi rank, you name it. We're doing it. We want to do it. But we're being held up. We're being held up by the man at the top. We're being held up by the man who issued the compliance notice, who is junior to the MEC, Dr. Dlamini. Dr. Dlamini has held us up solidly for 8 months. Okay, everybody, you've heard what I have to say. You make your minds up. Please share this video if you think it's worth sharing. Please make whatever comments you feel that you would like to make. But more importantly, please join me in trying to make Durban a better place, in trying to uplift people. Please try and invest in Durban. Durban needs your help. It really does. eThekwini needs your help. It does. I have been contacted in the last few days by Comrade Mlu, who's the political advisor to the mayor. And Comrade Mlu has thrown his weight behind me, and in my, shall we say, disagreement with Etia, he is right behind me. Comrade, it's nice to have you. I do believe that there are more people in the eThekwini municipality who are behind the development of Oxford. You do need to know that eThekwini has approved my plans. It has been completely approved by eThekwini. This is a provincial matter. Etia is a provincial entity. Thank you.